This is an ancient Japanese technique called Dorodango. It's so beautiful. I just found out about it a couple of weeks ago and I am hooked. I've seen them on the market for 50, 100, even 150 euros. And it's crazy because you can make it yourself. Anyone can do it. It's fun. It's relaxing. It's literally just dirt. And I found a really easy way to make this shiny ball and I'm going to share it with you. So go pick up some dirt and come make this with me. Step number 1, go and get some soil from the location of your choice. Over here. I got half a bucket because once you sieve it, which is the next step, you will lose quite a bit when you're taking out the bigger pieces of soil, the stones and the sticks. And then I sieved it with a pasta strainer to make it fine. And I'm going to use 2 cups. If I need more water, I can always add. But this is where it gets messy. And now I start building on my ball. So take a little bit. Every time I add a layer, I squeeze out the water. Keep taking a little bit more soil, add a little bit more and squeeze. Don't worry, we're not going to get out all the water, but you just keep pressing a little bit and every time you do it, a little bit of water comes out. I think I'll make it just a little bit bigger. Squeeze that water out of your mud ball. Once you can't squeeze anymore, just play with it. Play with that mud ball. I feel when I drop it from one hand to the other, it starts getting its beautiful circular shape. That's it. Get some more fine soil that you sifted. Dry. Do not add water this time because you're going to be adding your layers onto your ball. Put it in your soil, in your dirt, rub it around, and then squeeze out that water. Just a little bit. Don't press too much. And just squeeze till the dry layer is wet. And then bounce from one hand to the other. And keep doing this over and over and over again. Now don't worry if when you start doing this, it's going to look like it's cracking. Don't press very hard when trying to squeeze out the water, but the cracks are fine. As soon as you squeeze a little bit and then bounce, more water is coming out from inside my sphere. And that helps to seal the cracks that are appearing. So don't worry, just keep bouncing it until the cracks disappear again. If you can see, it's already very round and I didn't do anything special to it, but there's a special way of making it even rounder in the next phase. So it's very, very cool. So make sure you stick around for that phase too. It's getting so much harder. As you pile on layer by layer, the surface starts becoming smoother and smoother. This ancient Japanese technique became more famous in 2001 all over Japan. I'm hoping that a lot of you watch this and you get excited and start making them. And if you make them, share them with us on your social media. So I'll see just how they came. And hopefully if other people see your posts, they'll want to try it too. And then their friends will want to try it. You see what I mean? And it will go viral again. I want everyone to be making these beautiful dirt balls because it's very relaxing, extremely rewarding. It's dirt cheap because you're literally using dirt to make them. And you end up with something pretty amazing at the end. Now, if you want to see a challenge that me and my partner did, it was the first one we ever made. I'll leave a link of the video in the description below because it's pretty cool to watch. As soon as you realize that your ball of dirt that was so easy to break before became this pretty sturdy ball, it's a really great feeling. But don't be fooled, it will look nice and strong when it's ready, but still pretty fragile. You're not going to be bouncing it around anywhere when it's ready. So now I get my soil that's in the bucket that I've put through the sieve, and I just rub it and turn it and rub it and keep doing that for a long time. Okay, I do that for about 1 whole hour. Now this is the next step. It's very cool. It's to make sure that your circle is even more circular than just doing it by yourself. I think it's came pretty amazing, but it could do with a bit of help. Get a little cup. A shooter glass is cool. The smaller the better. We found, me and my partner Luke, we found that the thinner and the smaller it is, the easier it is to go around, and I don't know, we just like it more than a big jar. So then you just get your cup and keep doing this until you have a perfect circle. Now the amount of time it takes will vary, it depends how much you have to arrange it. Okay, when I think it's about as round as it's gonna be. So this took me about half an hour of rubbing it with the cup. I get the sand again and rub it against the ball. You love playing with dirt and playing in nature and doing stuff with natural materials. You're gonna love this project. It's so much fun. It's really relaxing and super rewarding at the end. And it's just still unbelievable for me, after making so many, that a lump of dirt can create such a beautiful object. Now I'm not gonna tell you specific times. It always takes me a different amount of time to do a different one, because when you see the results, you'll know that it's time for you to move on to the next stage. So after I do this for a few minutes, I think I've been going for about half an hour now, I rub all the dust off, and if I think it looks nice and smooth from everywhere, I will stop. And it doesn't look like it has too many knocks. I cut my fingernails because every time I get through the stage, I tear some holes in with my fingernails, which is quite annoying. So if you have long fingernails, you might want to think about cutting them. There are a few dents. It's not super perfect, but what is? You know, what is in life? Every little difference, it adds character. So I'm happy with that. And now, for the next stage, it goes into a plastic bag for 3 to 4 hours. If there's any moisture still left inside, it should come out. And this bag will help it. So now we're going to move on to the next stage. The ball has been in the bag for about 2.5 hours now. And I know this is going to take me a long time, so I started sieving my soil instead of in the pasta strainer. I'm sieving it in a tea strainer. The holes are really tiny, which means I end up with some really fine soil, which is what I want for the next stage. Okay, my ball has been in the bag for 4 hours now, sweating, just like me. Now it's time to rub it against the really thin soil. So now you can see it's still wet. So same again, rubbing and rubbing and rubbing. It's a real nice shine to it, and it will get much better. So this needs around another 2 hours. And you know what I'm going to do? Because it's too hot to do it out here, I'm going to do this while watching one of my favorite series. When you have to do something like this for a long period of time, it's much more fun if you add something else to the mix, because you don't need to concentrate on this. So I'm going to go inside and continue this in front of the fan. It's been 3 to 4 hours in the bag, and now it's time. Hi Timmy, it's time to give it a shine. Timmy, you're gonna help me shine it with your head? Thank you. Let's see. It's already pretty shiny, so now it's the polishing stage. So if you get out of your bag and it feels dry, it's time to polish it. It's looking really nice. It's so beautiful. What's wrong, Wobbles? Sonny, come, you want to see what I made? This morning it was this. Now